the real guide to surviving tough interview questions. Hey, can we talk? Seriously, job interviews are like this weird parallel universe where normal human conversation goes to die. I mean, who came up with some of the questions that are asked? So picture this, me a few years ago, and I'm sitting in this glassy, glossy corporate office. I'm wearing a suit that feels like a straitjacket. I'm trying to look calm, while inside, I'm a complete hurricane. My palms are sweating, my heart's racing, and the interviewer asks something that makes me want to crawl under the chair. We've all been there, right? We're trying to sound professional, but your brain is basically screaming, "Don't mess this up!" Hi, I'm Thrive, and I'm a current HR manager for a Fortune 500 company, and I have hired and interviewed well over 1,000 people throughout my career. And like you, I've also been through more interviews than I can probably count. Some were complete disasters. And I mean like total train wrecks. Like this one time, I accidentally said I was passionate about spreadsheets when I meant to say I was passionate about project management. The interviewer looked at me like I had just confessed to be in a committed relationship with Excel. But here's the thing. After years of bombing interviews, ghosting recruiters, and actually performing interviews and learning the hard way, I figured out some secrets. This isn't some corporate training video. This is friend to friend, real talk about surviving those interview questions that make you run for the hills. The tell me about yourself minefield. Okay, let's start with the question that sounds innocent, but is actually a total trap. Tell me about yourself. The first time someone asked me this, I legit word vomited my entire life story. And I'm talking like childhood memories. My first pet, who was a cat named Magic, by the way. That time I almost won a spelling bee in 3rd grade. The interviewer's eyes glazed over faster than a Krispy Kreme donut. Here's the real deal. They don't want your entire autobiography. They want a highlight reel that screams, "I'm exactly who you need for this job." It's an elevator pitch. Think of it like you're catching up with an old friend at a coffee shop. You know how you'd naturally talk about your career? That's your sweet spot. So here's my go-to formula. Quick professional snapshot, a dash of personality, why you're pumped about this field, this role, or this position, and how your weird, wonderful journey led to this moment. Example time. So I've always been that tech nerd who gets excited about solving problems. I started in customer support, which I know sounds boring, right? But here's the thing. I discovered I could translate people's frustrations into actual product improvements. Now I'm diving into product management, where I can basically be a professional problem solver. See the difference? It's not a resume, it's a story. Hey, let's talk about the question that makes everybody sweat. What's your greatest weakness? First off, can we agree that "I'm a perfectionist" is the most eye-roll inducing answer in human history? Employers aren't looking for you to humble brag. They want to see 3 things: that you know yourself, you're working on improvement, you're honest. Personal story time. In my early career, I was terrible at delegating. I tried to do everything myself. I was convinced that no one could do it as well as I could. Spoiler alert, that's a one-way ticket to Burnout City, which is exactly what happened with me. So when an interviewer asked about my weakness, instead of some rehearsed nonsense, I said, I used to struggle with delegation. I thought if I didn't do everything myself, then it wouldn't be done right. But I've learned that great teams are about trust and leveraging everyone's strengths. Now I use project management tools. I have regular check-ins, and actually, I trust my teammates. The key, show the problem, show your solution, show growth. Behavior question, the storytelling challenge. These are the tell me about a time when question. Basically, they want you to turn your work experience into a mini Netflix drama. Tell me about a challenge you overcame. Describe a conflict with a team member. In a world where work is complicated. Sorry, couldn't help myself. The secret? The STAR method. But make it sound like you're telling a friend about your day. Situation, which is quick, clear context. Task, what was expected. Action, your specific steps. Result, what actually happened. Real talk. Employers want to see how you think, not just what you've done. Here's an example. If they ask about a workplace challenge, don't just list problems. Show how you became the hero of your own professional story. The salary negotiation tango. Talking about money is awkward, right? It's like that moment at dinner when the check arrives and everyone does that weird who's gonna grab it dance. When they ask, what are your salary expectations? Most people freeze up. But here's the insider secret. This is a conversation and it's not an interrogation. So my suggestion is to do your homework. Websites like Glassdoor are your new best friend. Know your market value. Know your worth. Pro tip, Don't just give a number, give a range, and always, always connect it to the value that you personally bring to the role. Example, based on my research and the specific skills that I bring, like my expertise in project management and my track record of lowering attrition, I'm looking into the range of $100,000 to $150,000 a year. Look, interviews are just conversations between human beings. Yes, professional human beings, but human beings nonetheless. The real secret, just be genuine. Be prepared, but most importantly, be yourself. Every interview is a two-way street. You're not just trying to impress the company that you're interviewing with, you're also figuring out if it's a place where you want to spend a huge chunk of your life. Interview them too. Look, if this felt like we just had a coffee and chatted about career stuff, drop a comment with the wildest interview question you've ever been asked. Let's swap stories. Let's laugh about this crazy job hunt together. I'm Thrive. Bye.